Hi, my name is Chris. Today I'm doing Leetcode problem 1844, replace all digits with characters in JavaScript. So you are given a zero-indexed string S that has lowercase English letters in its even indices and digits in its odd indices. You must perform an operation Shift CX, where C is a character and X is a digit, that returns a sixth Xth character after C. For example, Shift A 5 equals F and Shift X 0 equals X. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second before we move any further. Basically, I'm just going to use these examples because this is kind of confusing. And let's look at this one here. This really cleared it up for me. All right, so every other character is going to be a number. Okay, so all the even indexes are going to have a letter. All the odd indexes are going to have a number, and we're going to replace the number with we're going to replace this number with a letter, and the letter we're going to replace it with is, the way we get that is we go to the letter previous to that number, which is A, right? And we take this number, since it's 1, we go to the next number in the alphabet, right? So basically, if you're thinking of the alphabet as like a set of numbers, right, where A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, right? You just add to that number and replace it with that letter, right? So for example, B and 2, you're going to replace 2 with D, right? Because B, if we're considering that 2 plus 2, you have A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, right? So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So basically you're just counting up the alphabet. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly, or hopefully this is making sense. So like C and 3, right? So we go up the alphabet 3 times. So C, up 1 is D, up 2 is E, up 3 is F, right? And then D, you go up 4 times. D, up 1 is E, up 2 is F, up 3 is G, up 4 is H. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this input and output. And move on over to CodePen. Let's create our function. Call it func. And log that to the console. So we're going to create a variable called result. Set that to an empty array. Now we're going to loop through S. Or the for loop. Nothing funny there. And then what we can do here is we can use an if-else statement to determine whether I is odd or even. So if it's even, the way we determine that is we say if I modulus 2 equals 0, that means that I is even. We simply push into result S and I. And then at the end of the day, we're going to return results. Let's go ahead and do that now. And there you get A, B, C, D, E. So there's all the letters, right? So that's the easy part. So if it's a number, though, what we need to do is we're going to create a variable called code. So we say const code equals. And we're going to use it is we're going to say s.car code at I minus 1. so let's log or console.log code so we can see exactly what we're doing. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. So code is grabbing the character code of I minus 1, right? So when we're at 1, I minus 1 is going to be here, and so that's going to be A, right? So 97 is the character code for A, right? And then 98 is the character code for B, 99 for C, 100 for D, right? I'm sorry. Oh no, yeah, for D, yeah. But then we need to increment that code by whatever number we're on, right? So we just add, we're going to use the number keyword, and then S at I, because it's a string currently, right? And there you go. So now we have 98, 100, 102, 104. And now we want to get the character that represents and push into result. So the way we do that is we say result dot push string dot from car code. And there you go. And so if we join this, there we go. We got our result. Cool. Let's copy all this. Go to Leetcode, paste it in, format our code, and submit. There you go. All right, hopefully you found this video enjoyable and helpful. If you did, please give it a like. It helps my channel to grow. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again real soon.